Today, let's talk about a choice, a really profound choice. It's one that, according to the sources we're looking at, doesn't just shape our future, it defines how we live every single day. There's this simple but pretty challenging idea out there that fundamentally there are only two kinds of people in the world. And as we walk through this, the question isn't just some abstract thought, it's a really personal one to ask yourself. Which one am I? So, the first path, this is one that might feel, well, pretty familiar to a lot of us. It's called the path of the world, and it's all about living for the self.
So, what does this life actually look like? Well, it's defined by keeping your eyes on what's temporary, the stuff we can see, touch, and get our hands on. It's a life that's really driven by that search for comfort, for status, for getting that nod of approval from other people. And the result? It's described as a heart that's just never quite satisfied, always restless, always chasing after the next thing.
But then there's a totally different way, a clear alternative. This is the path of Christ. And this life isn't oriented around yourself, but around a much bigger, more eternal purpose. You can really see the contrast here, can't you? Instead of chasing temporary pleasures, the focus is fixed on eternity. Instead of chasing your own approval, the heart is set on obedience. This path is honest. It knows that trials are going to come, but it offers something the other path just can't, an anchor, a hope that holds you steady and never ever fades, no matter what's going on around you.
So let's just lay it all out right here, side by side. On one side, you've got a life that's focused on temporary things, motivated by what other people think, and the outcome is a restless heart. And on the other side, a life focused on what's eternal, motivated by obedience, and the result is a soul that's anchored. Just two very different ways of living, leading to two completely different destinations.
Now, this whole idea, this contrast, it's not just some philosophical theory. It's actually rooted deep in Scripture. So let's take a look at what's described as the divine blueprint for this way of thinking. This verse from Matthew, it really gets to the very heart of it all. It's a call to completely reorder our priorities, to seek God's kingdom and His way of doing things first, before the status, before the possessions, before our own comfort. And it comes with His promise that everything else will find its proper place. And then a passage from Romans builds on this with a really powerful instruction. It says, "Don't let the world squeeze you into its own mold. Instead, be transformed by a deep internal change, a renewing of your mind that lines you up with this completely different purpose." And here's the ultimate takeaway from all of this. The world's pattern, it offers temporary pleasure, right? A quick fix that never really lasts. But the path of Christ, well, it's said to offer something so much deeper, so much more lasting, an eternal transformation. Okay, so all of this brings us right back to that very first question we asked. But now it's on a much more personal level, because this is framed as a choice we don't just make once. It's a choice we make every single day. And this is the question to really sit with. When you look at your decisions, your priorities, your thoughts, what's the real goal? Is it chasing after that next bit of fleeting comfort? Or is it something more? Is it to live a life that actually reflects the love and the wisdom and the righteousness of Jesus? In the end, the choice is between two very different outcomes. One path, we're told, leads to restlessness. The other, even though it might have its own challenges, is said to lead to a profound rest, a deep peace, and a joy that isn't tied to what's happening in your life, a joy that goes beyond it. So the question is, which path are you on today?